One of the things that we think is really important to do, and I know that all of you come from different types of companies and different backgrounds, but keeping an eye on trends, this is something that I've personally done ever since I've been in the business world, and we've kept doing this at Brunner, is try to identify the 5 top trends in your industry and keep them at the forefront. We actually have these trends running on a perpetual PowerPoint right in our lobby when you walk in, and they evolve from year to year. We use them to set up our team meetings. We use them to set up our interview questions for new employees. And they change, but it helps you think about things 3-5 years down the road, which I believe helps us all stay prepared. We're competing against the mobile session as we speak. The mobile is becoming the first screen. I don't know if you can see that. In the next 2 years, if you're not prepared for mobile, the mobile web is going to surpass the desktop web. Now, this mobile trend, it's #1 by design. We've actually kept our eye on mobile for probably the last 3 or 4 years. This has been on our short list of trends. But finding people that understand mobile is different than finding people that understand web. And so, again, everybody we interview, everybody we talk with, we're looking, even if they're heavy users of mobile technology, they might not be the designers or the coders or the thought leaders, but if they're not using it, if they're not embracing it, then they're probably not going to look like the employee of the future. This one is people trust people, not brands. Again, this is all around social media, and we're not going to dive deep into any one of these trends. What I will say here is find people that you either hire or within your organization that have embraced social media and understand the nuances of social media, and put them to work to build your company and your company's brand. We do not have a social media team at Brunner who does all of our social media work. We've got a couple thousand Twitter followers, we've got a couple thousand Facebook fans, we have bloggers, we've got a fairly well-read blog. It's all done by employees, and even our receptionist has managed our Facebook wall. She's got a great sense of humor. She's very up on the trends and the latest of how you use Facebook. We believe that brings personality to our efforts. So rather than having one person in marketing assigned to lead those efforts, we try to find a virtual team of people across the agency. It could be somebody in accounting, it could be somebody in HR, it could be somebody in administration, but to bring our personality, bring our culture to life online. And we think that plays a big role in recruiting this sort of new age of employees. Media ain't what it used to be. This is a big trend, and we started to see this shift maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. See on the left, a couple of years ago, paid media, print advertising, radio, TV, and online advertising was predominantly where the budgets are. We're in a unique position where we do a lot of media planning for our clients, so we can see where the trends are, where they start to shift dollars, and where they're starting to spend money. By and large, every single one of our clients is shifting major dollars from paid. They're shifting not only from TV, they're shifting from print, all forms of print. They're shifting from direct mail. And it's shifted into these other areas that you see: earned media, which is really social media, owned media, that's your websites, things that you own, assets you own, blogs. And then that middle sweet spot we're starting to see really grow, which is content. A lot of your industries play well here, because content means long form writing. It means video content. We're working with a lot of clients now who want to start to develop dozens, if not hundreds, of short form video for video content. The budget per video is a lot lower. They're not looking for the really high production value anymore. They're looking for good quality, but quantity. They want to keep telling the story over and over. This is a big trend, I think, that we're starting to literally see play out before our eyes, that you want to start to think about services that play into that realm. Media isn't social, people are. I think that really speaks to the first point, so I'm not going to spend much time here, but find people as you're bringing them into the fold. Even when we're hiring back-end developers or back office workers, we feel like They can all help our brand if they're out there promoting our brand, if they're out there on social media, if they're participating in Twitter and Facebook. We actually set a social media policy for our organization that encourages participation in social media, where a lot of companies are out there actually shutting down Facebook access, shutting down Twitter access. We think as long as it's steered in the right direction, and of course you need to kind of watch your team, that it can only do nothing but help if we encourage it in the right way and we provide training. And the last one I think plays big here, and again, this is kind of a mobile trend, but Google is out there promoting this idea of zero moment of truth. There's a great video, if you've not seen it on YouTube, called, I think it's, if you search for ZMOT, Z-M-O-T, Google, you'll find a few videos on this topic. But ideally, basically what they're saying is, look, consumers' path to purchase now takes you right up to the moment of truth in the store. And it used to be that if you had the most beautiful point of sale display, right, or print materials or brochures, that you had it covered. And now consumers are expecting a lot more. So QR codes, visual search where you hold your camera up to a product and get search results. Visual search is something that's going to hit in about a year as a mainstream technology and probably will bypass QR codes altogether. But if you walk into a Best Buy, you watch the QR code action and how they're set up, these are great opportunities for content development. Again, driving to QR code scan to coupons, driving to video, driving to download online brochures. That type of thing is really starting to take off. We're just starting to scratch the surface, okay? So all of those trends, that's what we keep our eye on. Your trends might be different. I would just encourage you to think out what's out a year from now, what's out two years from now. Make it known within your organization and use that as you start to think about who do I want to hire, who do I need to hire, and also what kind of training do we need to provide on an ongoing basis.